What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Bits for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Hey, you know what? I hope you're all sheltering in place, staying safe, and you know what? I think that we're all doing this together because you're my quarantine. Okay, is that how we're really gonna start the show? I guess so, but look, this week we've got big leaks, new iPhone 12 leaks, legit ones, AirPods X, Apple over-ear headphones, 13-inch MacBook Pros, and so much more. So let's just get right to it, and we're gonna start with the iPhone 12 and leaked images from Twitter user Fudge, aka Chaco_bid. Yes, Fudge is the source, and these are the first Fudge leaks that we've seen. Yeah, it didn't sound right. Now, these images have everyone buzzing about a potential hardware redesign for the 12 and home screen widgets coming to iOS 14. The graphic elements from this post could have come from a tutorial or a support document, and there's a lot to break down here. First of all, the notch. The notch, it looks about a third smaller than the current one. There were rumors that we could potentially see a smaller notch this year. Ming-Chi Kuo said at least one phone in 2020 would feature the smaller notch, but this is really the first evidence that shows a visual representation of it. And I'm not gonna lie, I love this, and by the 2021 iPhone, there will be notching to see anymore. But let's not miss the back here, the booty side. The back of the iPhone has a new rear camera setup. This is the first time we've seen it with 3 lenses and 1 LiDAR sensor like the one found on the new iPad Pro, plus all new placement for the rear flash and microphone. So finally, my 4-burner iPhone stove is complete. And the front, that's not just apps we're seeing on that screen. This image shows what appears to be widgets coexisting with apps on the home screen. An earlier report from 9to5Mac claims that Apple has been working to provide widgets on the home screen of the iPhone and iPad for the first time with a new feature internally called Avocado. I love avocados. They're loaded with fiber, loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fatty acids, and they can also help lower cholesterol levels. 9to5Mac says the widgets will be able to be moved around the screen just like any app, but the feature is still being implemented and may be scrapped. And right now, here's a live look at Android users right now. They've had this for years. Now, Twitter user Dongle Book Pro shared allegedly leaked screenshots of the new wallpaper settings and customizations that take on a little of the look of the Apple Watch app for changing watch faces. Apple will be grouping similar wallpapers together. Users can scroll left to right to look at them, and then a home screen appearance will let you select the style of your wallpaper from dark to dim, blurred, and normal versions of it. And this is all really juicy. We're expecting to see more from iOS 14 at Apple's WWDC. That will be taking place entirely online, so we'll wait till then. But that's not all, folks. There have been talks of long-rumored Apple over-the-ear headphones and a lot of buzz around these new AirPods Pro Lite in recent reports. Well, Front Page Tech's John Prosser has laid it all out for us in a tweet with Apple's over-ear headphones, codenamed B515. They'll cost $350, with WWDC being the target for their announcement. He doesn't reveal the official name, but think of them like Apple's own versions of the Bose 700 or Sony's XM3s. Rumors have said they will be premium wireless headphones with tech from the AirPods Pro like the H1 chip and noise canceling in an over-the-ear headphone. The tweet also drops the name AirPods X or AirPods 10. It's codenamed B517 internally, and these AirPods will be geared towards the more active athlete for sports and running. Now, Prosser compares them to the Beats X, which have a wire connecting them. There's no mention of a wire here for the AirPods X, which would be curious, but they are pinned to be released sometime around September or October. He also points out that all those AirPods Pro Lite rumors that we've been hearing, they're probably the AirPods X. And on top of all that, the end goal for Apple and all of these new audio products is to phase out Beats. There's just so much packed into that single tweet. Everyone has been wondering, well, how will Beats and Apple coexist with two families of similar products? It looks like the answer is that eventually they won't. Now, the AirPods brand is just more valuable than the Beats brand, and Apple's been recently clearing out inventory with deep sales on both Beats products and HomePods internally to employees with a 40 to 50% off on products. And I've talked about this in my What to Expect from Apple in 2020 video, but they're really becoming a more and more legit player in the audio space. I mean, look at what they've done with the AirPods. They knocked those out of the park. The sound quality of the HomePod is awesome. Features, okay, not so much. But they've invested in a state-of-the-art sound lab in Cupertino, and this is just the beginning for Apple and audio. Now, over-the-ear headphones and iPods 10, look, on the roadmap, they're next up for 2020. And maybe we'll get that mini HomePod everyone has been asking for. We'll see. Prosser also leaked that Apple will announce a new 13-inch MacBook Pro in May, codenamed J223. He notes that it's a refresh to the current 13-inch, which will finally bring the scissor switch keyboard to the entire lineup. We can probably expect not only a processor speed bump, but the improved speaker system with Dolby Atmos sound support, and then the three-way mic system for recording audio from the MacBook 16-inch and the recent MacBook Air. It sounds great. Now, Prosser didn't rule out the rumored 14-inch MacBook Pro still being a possibility this year. And you know what? John's been crushing it lately, and I just had him on my Apple Bits XL audio podcast where we just go in depth with these stories. We also talked to John about just all this pressure of holding on to all these leaks, when to let them go, what's going to turn out to be true or not, because his reputation is on the line. You know, he's a great guy. His contacts are honestly the real deal. So for people that are questioning him right now, I would say don't, because the drops, they're going to keep on coming. But wait, there's still more leaks coming from different places. You might have missed all the nuggets around the iPhone SE2 or iPhone 9. We talked about its potential April 15th announcement and April 22nd release date a couple videos ago, but a recent posting on Apple's online store for a Belkin screen protector was updated to be compatible with the iPhone SE, iPhone 8, and 7. But there is no iPhone SE that has the same dimensions as the iPhone 8 right now, except the low-cost iPhone that's been rumored over the past year. Whoops! Now, the iPhone is expected to have a 4.7-inch display, an A13 chip, Touch ID, 3 gigs of RAM, and 64 to 256 gigs of storage. But this boo-boo came straight from Apple's own site. We've seen other references like Verizon. They had their trade-in program, and in the text it said iPhone 9. Or a placeholder for Chinese retail site JD.com that lists the iPhone 9 as well. So yeah, it's coming soon. But then something that's not coming, how about a U1 chip inside of the 2020 iPad Pro? Now, there were reports that iOS 13.4 revealed that this new iPad Pro had a U1 chip in there, that it was hidden and just not active. But it's been confirmed by iFixit that there is no U1 chip inside. The internals are pretty much identical to the 2018 model, and adding a U1 chip would have required a redesign of the logic board. Now, the entire iPhone lineup has the U1 chip. This is what we expect to see for just really precise location tracking, and then there are new potential AirTags we should see this year. And it could really stoke the fire for everyone to kind of build up this idea that another iPad Pro is coming later this year with the A14X processor and the new mini LED screen and a U1 chip. But I would say, look, with our current economy, I'm not so sure. And maybe it does happen, but if it does, it wouldn't be the first time that Apple released 2 iPads in a year with one kind of acting as a stopgap. So with this new iPad Pro bringing new AR capabilities to match up with the rest of Apple's lineup for 2020, will there be another? Well, we do know one thing, that's for sure. AR is the future for Apple. They aren't shy about it. Tim Cook talks about it all the time, and they have their Apple Glasses intentions. We know this, and they're making another move. 9to5Mac reports Apple is planning to acquire virtual reality content company NextVR in a deal worth $100 million. Now, NextVR offers virtual reality sports, music, entertainment, events. You know that I'm a huge NBA fan, so NextVR broadcasted NBA games, and then they've done the WWE, Wimbledon, and Fox Sports. So they're on all the major VR platforms like Oculus, PlayStation, Microsoft, HTC, and more. And this would be a big help to Apple for not only their content, but their engineering knowledge. Also, though, another acquisition that I think it makes me happy. Apple has acquired artificial intelligence startup Voices to help them improve Siri. Now, Voices allows voice assistants to better understand natural language. Look, anything that makes Siri better is important, but it not being able to understand people isn't really its biggest issue right now. It's more how limited it is, functionality-wise and features. It's built off an older architecture, right? It can't handle multiple queries well, and it's fallen so far behind from Amazon and Google. That's what it's really dealing with. But we got to wrap things up in just a happy, good feel, high note. In some amazing news from Apple, CEO Tim Cook posted a video message saying that Apple has sourced 20 million N95 masks, and they will be distributed to healthcare workers around the world. But on top of that, Apple's also working with their team and supply chain to design and produce and ship face shields to medical workers, and plans to ship 1 million by the end of this week. That's amazing. Now, the company recently shared a support document showing how the face shields could be assembled and adjusted. And then amongst all the other things that they're doing behind the scenes that we don't see, Apple's also donating $10 million in support of the One World Together at Home special. Now, this is going to feature musical performances by greats like Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder, Lady Gaga, and other celebrities. This special is going to raise money to help battle the coronavirus pandemic. And come on now, you didn't even have to ask me. That's good, Apple.
Yeah.
You know, is there such thing as a really, really good, amazing Apple? Because
Yeah.
that's what they deserve right here. Now, they're one of many companies just stepping up to do something and help everyone out, because this is going to be a long road to recovery for many of us out there. So, look, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's just so much packed in here. Rumors, leaks, good things done by Apple, a whole bunch. So if you like this video, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my videos when they drop. And I encourage you all to stay safe, stay home, even if it's hard not to see some of your loved ones. I just wanted to personally take this time to thank all the healthcare workers, really at every level. I just can't imagine what y'all are going through, and the people who are working hard. Look, every service level, grocery stores, food distribution centers, people that are contributing to get us through this every day. I just want to say thank you so much. So thanks everyone for watching. Take care, be safe, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.